I came in the world crying and fussing. Nigga, we ain't have nothing. Every ghetto, I know the same. We tryna make a little change. Preacher man come around talking. I don't wanna hear it, keep walking.
Don't be afraid to venture over the bridge. I'm Thoro, in every borough, my name be ringing.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Yo, what's good? It's DJ Thoro, aka Thorozano, the bridge to the streets. Right now, you're watching the hottest in the streets, right here on Thisis50.com. I got a special guest in the building. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, or if you got a TV, if you paid your cable bill, you know who this young lady is.
Right.
The lovely Mariahlynn.
Hey, if you don't live under a rock, you know who I am. Or if you was a hoe, once upon a time not long ago.
Wow. If you was a hoe?
Yeah, that was you. You don't know my single?
No, I know that.
Oh, okay,
I get it. I get it.
All right.
All right, I got you. So let's jump right into it. How did you get on Love and Hip Hop?
I think more so being in the right place at the right time. I had already started building a relationship with DJ Self.
Okay.
And I was in Starless one night and kind of met the right person. And, you know, Self was being casted and stuff. So I had the record Once Upon a Time. And I knew it was going to cause controversy and stuff. So, I mean, I linked up with a producer through Self. So I would say through Self. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they heard my story and they loved it.
All right. So you met Self in Starlets?
No, I met Self through the label, the independent label owner I used to be signed to through him. Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But prior to Self, how did you get on the radar or anybody else? Nobody else reached out to you other than Self?
Prior to Self, I wasn't on the radio. Self broke Once Upon a Time. And then the other DJs kind of just, you know, jumped on. And then the ones who met me and actually, you know, met me was like, oh, you know, she's actually a pretty cool person. And they actually took the time to listen because when I first started rapping, a lot of people used to laugh at me. And
why
be like,
that?
girl, you ain't going nowhere, girl. Like, you know, you're not going to go nowhere.
Right.
But look at me now. So.
Hey, look at you now. You're on Thisis50.
Right.
You don't need to do no more interviews after this. That's all that matters.
It's over after this.
It's over.
100K on
You did it.
Mariahlynn. See me in the ring.
Exactly. Where did you grow up? Where are you from?
I'm from Jersey City.
From Jersey City?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You Italian?
I'm Italian and Puerto Rican.
Italian, Puerto Rican?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So growing up in Jersey City?
Jersey City. And back and forth because my dad's from Newark, my mom's from Jersey City. So.
All right. So speaking of Jersey City, who were some of your musical influences growing up?
Growing up, I would say like Queen Latifah.
Oh, okay.
You know, she actually owned a loft in Jersey City. You know, she's from Jersey. So I looked up to her and Lauryn Hill and Jay-Z. I listened to a lot of the locks like Jadakiss and Styles P. And, you know, I know I'm a female and a lot of people, you know, but where I'm from, like, that was the hustle music, like Jeezy and stuff like that. So, you know, we would ride around and be in the hood chilling, and that's what we would listen to. And then, you know, a little bit of everything else I would listen to. But, you know, hip-hop-wise, I think those were some of my big influences. My father used to listen to a lot of Tupac. My uncles used to listen to a lot of Biggie. Right. So, very diverse.
So, when did you first start doing music? Like what record did you hear that made you say, hey, I think I could do this, or I want to try that?
I think I started very young. Right. Because I started writing poetry during the time that my mom had, you know, fell into the whole addiction thing. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Thisis had got involved. They separated me and my sister. So, writing for me was a way for me to vent, you know, and kind of just, you know, release some of the emotions I was going through. And then as I got older, you know, I used to like to sing. I used to love music. Like, I just genuinely loved music. It got me through a lot of, you know, messed up times in my life. So I did my first record after I had caught, you know, I got in trouble with the law. Mm-hmm. And God luckily, you know, worked everything out. I got another chance, you know, and I said, I never want to be in that situation again, you know? I love my clothes and my sneakers, and I don't want somebody telling me when to shit or piss or when to go to bed, when not to. Right. So I need to change my life. And I started doing, I did my first record, Boss Chick. It was metaphorically dope, but it was kind of like a pop record because the producer that actually gave me a chance was like, you know, I don't know where you're going to fit in hip-hop. Like, you want to rap, and you're saying you want to rap, but you know, we got to find your sound. You need some artist development, you know, you need work. And I was willing to do the work, so that's what happened. And from there, I just kept working and now I'm here.
Do you write your own lyrics?
Okay, so I do write my own lyrics. When I
Okay.
was found by NWMG label owner,
Okay.
I was writing my own lyrics. Now, during the process of me artist developing, did I collaborate on records with him?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't I? He's a musical genius. He did records like Snapbacks and Tattoos, Yeah Okay, We Don't Mess With That. You know, I don't know if you ever heard of Dricky Graham, Kazi Pop.
I had him up here.
Yeah, so he wrote a lot of records for them, those big records and stuff. But with me, it was more of collaboration. Like Once Upon a Time came about because we was on set of a video shoot, and all day that day I was listening to Slick Rick. So I was walking around the video shoot talk about Once Upon a Time not long ago. Once upon a time not long ago. And then I started joking. I said, I was a hoe. And he said, and you admitted it. So from then, he was like, that's a song. So of course, you know,
Right.
I've had help on some of my records, but all of my records, no. Have I done collaborations on records such as Once Upon a Time? You know, Money Gun, he did bring that record to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Sleep, which is a collaboration with him and his other artists. But as far as anything else, I was involved. I think more or less what happened, and that's a whole nother issue that I dealt with and I'm trying to move forward from. So I won't
Right.
speak too much upon it. But I will say this, that, you know, I was very easily manipulated and I was very uneducated on the industry. So when he met me, you know, I felt like I looked up to him as a mentor and kind of as someone who was supposed to guide me and give me structure.
Right.
And, you know, artist develop me, help me progress and elevate my career. But instead, you know, I kind of just was told to write my verses and bring my verses to him. And every time I would bring my verses to him, there would always be something wrong with my verses.
Right.
And me not knowing that most of the money comes from publishing and stuff like that, I was like, oh, okay, you want to help me sound better, you know, you want me to, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, bet, you know, but luckily, you know, I started building my own team over time and I started realizing what was going on and I caught on, and I don't want to be, you know, I kind of got Selena, but without me being dead type
Right.
shit, you know? So
Right.
moving forward though now, I would never let nobody manipulate me and kind of, you know, make me feel like I'm not capable of what I started doing on my own.
Right.
I started rapping on my own. I started writing lyrics on my own. I didn't need an NWMG label owner. I didn't need nobody.
Right.
But, you know, me being the person I am, I wanted everybody to win. I still want them to win.
Right.
You know, so shout out to NWMG. I hope y'all keep grinding. I hope y'all keep working. I hope y'all get to where y'all want to get, because, you know, I will never take away from the fact that they did have, you know,
Right.
some type of, you know, run with me.
Right.
They did. I enjoyed working with them. They were
Right.
great. But yeah. So yes, I'm fully writing my own records again.
Okay.
You know, and I wasn't never not writing my
Right.
own, you know,
No,
my
I'm
records.
asking, you know.
No, I'm actually
yeah.
glad you asked, because
Okay.
I would love to just get that off my chest and just
Right.
let the people know the truth.
Everybody can't
knows.
write. I mean, and
Well,
some
I
people
can
can.
in this case. So
Okay.
yeah, I got a new record called Play Fair right now on iTunes.
Okay.
You know, radio ready, no curse words, DJs out there. You know, KTU 103.5 type of record featuring a Loss.
Right.
I got a new record called I Just Want a Bad Bitch featuring Albie out. He's from Jersey City. I don't know if you ever heard of him. But that record, you know, and those records I'll be receiving, you know, 30% and my 50 and
Right.
stuff like
you got
that.
the business right.
Yeah, for my likeliness.
Right.
For the exposure to records get based off of my name. You know, I know these things now.
Right. I want to ask you a question. Being that you grew up off Queen Latifah and Lauryn Hill, you said that previously. Do you ever get backlash for your content of your lyrics? Being that you're on TV now and then maybe little girls look up to you, do you get the backlash that maybe you're sending wrong messages through your music? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
what do you say? How do you deal with that?
But, you know, I try to be the best example that I can be
Right.
for, you know, the youth and for the young community. But I'm going to live my life the way I want to live it. I'm going to tell my story the way I want to tell it. I'm going to rap and talk about the things that I want to talk and rap about. And I'm not going to let a little girl or a mother or a grandmother tell me any different. Like, that's just who I am and how I express myself, you know? So
Right.
with that being said, that don't mean I'm out here, you know, slinging my body on the corner or anything like that. It just means that, you know, men have called us women hoes for centuries upon centuries. And, like, it's okay for a man to say, but when a woman try to be truthful and say, well, I did some hoe shit, I was a hoe and I admitted it, now I'm a bad example for a little girl. But you, as a man, aren't a bad example for the little boys. and teaching them how to treat women and how women should treat themselves. Fathers aren't being there for their daughters, teaching them how to care for themselves.
Right.
That's not my job. That's your job as a parent.
Right. I'm glad you said that. I was going to say the same thing.
Right.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Right.
Let's talk about Cisco and Self.
Okay.
There's a conflict. There's this conflict where it may appear that he's trying to take you away from Self, and Self don't want you dealing with him.
I think the
what is going on
problem
with
is
that?
they don't know who the real leader of the Creep Squad is. And I think that I'm the leader of the Creep Squad.
Oh, you're the leader of the Creep Squad.
I'm the leader of the
I
Creep
thought only
Squad.
dudes could be a creep.
Well, then I'm the leader of the Freak Squad.
Oh, the
How about
Freak
that?
Squad, all right.
I'll take the leader of the Freak Squad.
Who started that? Who sat down and said, hey, we can be called the Creep Squad? That sounds some pedophile type
I think
shit.
the Creep God. I don't
Who,
know.
Self?
The Creep God. I don't know.
Who's the Creep
No,
God?
I think it started originally. I would say it started with Rich because he's the ultimate creep of creeps.
Right.
Like that's a creep. You know, come on, him. You out here scouting 24-year-old girls like to be your girlfriend. Like, are you all right? Ask yourself that. Are you all right? 24 years old? Like, come on now. My little sister's 19 years old. What you gonna pray on her next?
Probably.
Maybe. He's seeing a
If
club
nobody
on the right
around.
day, on that 79 old he be selling, he might just.
So there's really no conflict between Cisco and Self, or there is?
There was. There
Right.
was. I think Self was very upset at the fact that, like, you know, he looked at Cisco as his boy, like, you know, as one of his boys. And for him to come and try to discredit Self, because I think, you know, it was more his disposition of how he did it. Like, you know, well, if Self is handling your business, like, I think I can handle it a little bit better. Mariahlynn, come closer with them blue eyes. And, you know what I'm saying? So
Did it work?
No. No. My loyalty will always be to Self and the Gwinnett team. Self knows that.
Right.
So, with that being said, you know, I think that the issue was just him feeling betrayed and like it was just like kind of like a snake move, you know, to go behind his back and not even give him a courtesy call.
Right.
You know?
Well, okay, what about business-wise and career-wise? You need more than one person helping you and assisting you.
Absolutely.
You know, like you need more than one DJ helping you.
Absolutely.
You know, you need every DJ to help you. You know, you need more than
Shout
more
out to
PR
all the DJs who play my music.
Right. So are you limited to who you can deal with or not?
Absolutely not. I mean, Drewski just played Playfair on Hot 97 the other day. Walla plays my records. Cass One plays my records. Bobby Trend got my records. I don't know if he plays them yet, but he got them.
Right. We don't know. Bobby, what's up?
Yeah. You know, Clue plays my records. Lots of DJs. Superstar J, Sus One. Like, they all support me, and I rock with them for that. I mean, LA, DJ Charisma, you know.
Right.
People like that. If you support, you support. If you don't, then when I'm up and I'm high and I'm I with the higher ups, don't try to come support me then. That's how I feel, you know.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't know me to support
maybe
me,
they didn't know
then
you.
you don't know me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's what I was just gonna say.
okay.
If you don't know me to support me,
Right.
or, you know, maybe you just, you know, my music is not for your taste, then okay, great. I respect that.
Right.
But, you know, there's a lot of people out here who, you know, they try to front stunt. You ever heard of that?
I've definitely heard of it. It's a lot of artists that I helped before anybody did, and now they have selective amnesia.
Right.
You know, a lot of them.
All
But,
right,
so I get it.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I get it.
Great.
I get it. Let's talk about your best friend, Bianca.
All right. Friend. Friend.
What's going on with you two?
I think me and Bianca had a little rough patch, and what happens is when you're so close to somebody like a sister, sisters fight. Sisters fight all the time, you know. So I think it was just more or less, you know, she tried to say I snitched on her.
Did you?
Whatever. No. See, y'all gotta know this. I didn't tell Sky she was gonna be at the Days Inn at 2:45 in her panties in a red bra with straight hair. I didn't. No, I said, girl, you know, Sky was venting to me, and I told her, as a woman, I wasn't gonna say nothing. But then I said to myself, stay true to who you are. And what would you do if you were in that situation where you sitting there telling your so-called friend, because me and Sky were considered friends, you know, I knew her as well, and I'm sitting in this girl's face listening to her talk about how her man's off the hook and doing this and doing that, and I'm just gonna not say nothing, you know? So I felt like me, and I'm gonna say it again, as a woman, Bianca, because that's just what I would have done. So, but we're good now, you know.
Right.
As far as, you know, us just kind of working through what we worked through on the show. You know, I can't say too much, so keep watching, stay tuned. But, you know, me and Bianca went through a rough patch. Yes, that was real. I really wanted to rip her face off of her skin. Like, I really wanted to do that to her.
You still feel like that?
No, I don't feel like that no more. I think that in the moment with me, I'm kind of just like a ticking time bomb.
Right.
So when she flipped the tray of drinks, and when I watched the footage afterwards, I was like, all right, like it did kind of get flipped to the side. It wasn't directly to my face. But in that moment, you know, what are you going to do when somebody flips a drink at you? It's on it popping.
Well.
Like, you know, so, but no, that's my sister. And even if we're not the best of friends anymore, or wouldn't be the best friends, whatever, like I said, stay tuned.
Right.
I will still always have Bianca's back. And I will let nobody hurt her or harm her. You know?
Right. Moving forward with your career, has this, because a lot of artists, sometimes love and hip hop helps.
Right.
And sometimes it hurts. In your position, has this helped your music career?
Absolutely.
In what way?
In so many ways. I mean,
are you getting booked for shows now and
absolutely,
everything?
all over the place.
Okay.
I mean, I come from a place where people don't get their passports. People don't leave the hood. People don't get to travel and see the things that I've seen. And I'm grateful for that. I've gotten to go out of the country for the first time at 26 years old this year. I never had my passport in my life until this year.
Yeah? Should holler at me.
Maybe, but you know, it feels so great, and I feel so blessed.
Right.
And so when you ask me that, it's like, you know, blessings on blessings.
Right. Are you looking forward to staying on Love and Hip Hop next season, or where are you trying to go with this?
As
or
long
what do you
as
want
that
to see happen?
bag keep doubling up.
Oh yeah, the bag, right?
The bag, like, come on. I'm an independent artist right now. Like I said, I can't give too much away, but I'm signing to someone.
Right. Someone? They have a first name?
Yeah, it's not a label. I'm signing for management.
Okay.
Or whatever. But yeah, they got a first name, you know. They be on the radio or whatever. Almost every night.
Self?
Something like that. You gotta stay tuned. I don't know. It could be Self. It could be somebody else. It could be God. It could be, you know.
So what is
it
the
could
love?
be 50.
It could be 50.
I wish.
I don't know about that one. But what's that Love and Hip Hop bag like? What is that? That's a house bag? What is that, Learjet bag?
Honestly,
what kind of bag is that?
It's the type of bag you make it. Like if you go in there and you're like, certain artists that were on last season, you might get $500 to split a piece. If you're Mariahlynn or you're Cardi B, or DJ Self, or you're Remy Ma, or you're somebody like that, then you might get a house. You might get 2 houses, 3 houses. Like,
okay.
you know, it depends on your lawyer.
So
like,
can you set me up for an interview?
You're going to have to talk to Stephanie Gill and Marty Lopez.
Stephanie Gill? All right, Stephanie Gill. I'm supporting, you see? I'm supporting. So what's up, you know?
No, but shout out to Love and Hip Hop because they really did help my career a lot, especially providing the platform. Because, you know, they provide a platform. It's supposed to be for women, you know, to showcase if you're an artist or, you know, if you're a woman who's, you know, involved with an artist, like basically just the trials and tribulations of a woman in the industry. So I thank them for that. And I thank them for, you know, a lot of times them being there for me and, you know, basically allowing me to give the real me.
Right.
And show my story.
Let's talk about misconceptions. What's a big misconception about people get from you when they see you? They like prejudgment.
She's white. Why she's trying to be black? Why she's trying to talk black? Why she's trying to be ghetto? First of all, I didn't know that color could define how you talk. I didn't know there was a way black people talk. I didn't know there was a way white people talk. Like, so if a black person speaks intelligently, they're trying to be white.
Right.
How does that work out? I
grew
up in the hood,
right.
And this is who I am, and this is who I'm always gonna be, and now nobody's gonna change me. So, yeah.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, you're a product of your environment. At the end of the day.
I think I'm a product of just the shit that I've been through in my life.
Right. Your environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Same thing.
Listen. with that being said, like I know you have a lot of talent because I did my research.
Thank you.
You know,
I appreciate that.
I'm always on the internet and listen to the radio and all that. You know, I'm a DJ and all that, so I keep up to what's going on.
Right.
So I have a segment on my show, right? It's called On the Spot.
Uh-huh.
You know what that means? Mm-mm. That means you're on the spot. I need to hear some bars.
Come on the spot.
Well, hey, you can do that too. Hold on. Cut the camera off.
No.
She's a wild girl there. She's a wild girl, but check it out. Hold on. We got this segment. It's called On the Spot. That means you're on the spot, all right? So this is 50, DJ Thoro, Mariahlynn. Let's hear some bars. Let's go.
I said, I be on the block, twisting up, kryptonite, we slipping up, no pop, but I'm with them thugs, heavy hitter, better watch my slug, better watch your luck, Jack in the Box, how I'm popping it up, white girl, we chopping it up, caskets, how we boxing it up, I'm back like a knapsack, new school, no snapback, on point like a thumbtack, I'm a fuck broad, no cat stacks, boss click, we ball hard, bad bitch in my car, plus replay, that's my song, you DJ, I rock on.
Hey!
Hey, you could find me in your nearest mall. Yao Ming, you could say that my money tall. My game XL, call me extra large. Twinkle, twinkle, little bitch, I'm a superstar. Hey, SA, I bang, bang my pepe. I'm so hot, caliente, a bad bitch, entiende? You ratchet, I'm fashion. Spitfire, no dragon. No detox, my beat not, I'm Reebok. Classic, high boys. Take your glances, how you look to kill, I'm a praying mantis. If I'm on the bill, best to take advantage. I'll pay top dollar for my fake enhancements.
So if someone want to get in contact with you to book you for a show or check out your music on social media, how can they get in contact with you?
You could always follow me on Instagram at Mariahlynn Boss, on Twitter at Mariahlynn Boss. Shout out to the NWMG winning team. You already know. Shout out to Thirst, Above, Cito, Rashad, all my producers, Doughboy the Addict. I love y'all. We winning.
There it is, DJ Thoro, Mariahlynn. Thisis50.com. When you see us, one knee us. That means pay respects.
That's right.
Yeah.